Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, bringing you the start of chapter 12. And 12 actually starts just after this shop, but I couldn't squeeze this on the chapter 11 video because of YouTube's time restraints, so I do apologise about that. But there's no action, there's nothing kicking off, it's just a nice simple transition. And there we go. If you have 40,000 credits, which you should, you can now put on the advanced suit, and this suit is the sex. Not only will you never have to worry about having a full inventory ever again, but you're also going to get protected a lot more from damage, which is a really good job because chapter 12 is pretty short, but for how long it is, there's a hell of a lot of fighting in it. Because what's going to happen is we're going to make us way onto this big digging machine, and then you stood on the digging machine and people are fighting you. So you're in for a big fight really, so just make sure with this shop that you've got a lot of ammo, your guns are all stocked up and you're ready to take it on, because it's going to be challenging. It's going to be one of the most challenging fights of the game. And the reason for it is because when you're on top of the digger, there's going to be necromorph dropping onto the platform you stood on and climbing up the sides of it. And they aren't too bad themselves, but they've got the fucking tentacle dog fetus ones. And they're on rocks surrounding where you're driving through, and they actually snipe you. And it's really cheesy because they do a lot of damage, and while you're fighting you're getting hit from stuff in a distance, so it's a bit bullshit really, but it is really fun when you first do it because it's kind of epic. And as you can see, we're at the bench here, so I'm upgrading what I can with the nodes I've got, because I know this section's coming up, and I know every section from now on is either going to be a big fight or it's going to be pretty crazy. But if you watch what I do, fingers crossed, you should be fine. I'm just contemplating now of filling my stasis, because stasis is so useful, and it's going to be really useful on the next section, because if you don't have the time to snipe the fucking dog fetus things, you can always throw stasis at them, kill the things on the platform, and then focus on them. So that's a good strategy as well. But before you get to that, you've got to find a power source and a circuit board. And you're supposed to do it in that order, but I do it in the opposite order. That way you can do both at the same time. So there it is, the chapter 12 insignia. And now just move forward, smash some boxes, get some ammo. And you won't have to fight anything until you go up onto that balcony and until you power on that digging machine, because that will draw the necromorphs to you. But before that, this is a nice, cool, calm and collected area. And there's quite a lot of ammunition, and there's also a diamond superconductor. So if you're in need of buying ammunition and you don't think you've got enough to do the next fight that's coming up, you can go and spend 25,000 credits on nothing but ammunition, so don't worry whatsoever if you're a little low. And here's Ellie with one eye. She's not best pleased, but what can you do?
So what happens now? I thought you needed straws to destroy the marker.
And after this conversation you have to go and do your little fetch quest, but this is a fetch quest how fetch quests should be done. It's literally in this one room. It doesn't have anything to do with going all across the bloody ship and then coming back and dropping them in. It's just one area, it's just a self-contained section, and it's nice and simple.
Why don't you get up to the cab and try to get it started?
So when these two shut up talking, we can get on our way.
Alright. See what I can do from up here.
So there we go, objectives added. And to my right now is where the power source is, but I get that secondary. And as you can see, there's a ton of the ballsack mines waiting for you when you go this direction. So just be ever so aware of them. Don't trip them by accident or they will kill you. A good idea is just to fire as much as you can at them, like the garbage in the arena, and if that fails, shoot them with your gun. But I'm not going to do that because I do that secondary. And as you come up here, you'll notice there's a box, and just there is a superconductor, and that's the diamond superconductor. So you're going to see me now run all the way back to the shop, sell it. I'm going to come up here and get a box first, I tell a lie. But I'm going to be going back to the shop and buying 25,000 credits worth of ammunition. And because there's a section coming up where there's a massive fight, I know it's going to benefit me. So it's simple logic, really. Run all the way back. And if you look down across here as you're going back, you can see there's a nice little stash of ammo, and there's a node that they've hidden off in the distance there, so make sure you pick that up. And then just cruise up here to the bench and to the shop. And just make yourself as prepared as you can, because the next section is not easy in any stretch of anyone's imagination. So you're up for a fight. And I'm contemplating what weapon to put this on. Because I would really like to upgrade this gun till I got its special ability, because I wonder if the explosive element to the electricity would proper knock the necromorphs flying. It's just, you've got to travel so far and commit so many nodes just to get to it. But now that that's upgraded, I'm going to cruise over to the shop and get that stuff on the go. Because this suit, it holds so much stuff, it's brilliant. And one thing I would advise as well, because we've got such a high amount of health in our safe, take a couple extra than you normally would, just in case you get screwed on this next section, because it's so easy to get hit, it's so easy to get cheesed, and it'll hopefully lower your frustration. So there I go, buying a shit ton of plasma cutter ammo, and a shit ton of javelin ammo. If you can look at my inventory, we just bought all that stuff and we haven't even hit the third row. That's how awesome this suit is. So I'll go back into the shop, and I think I'm going to put some of the med packs in my inventory. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to move some of those because I know the next section is so simple to screw up. So save, always make sure you save. I've left another goddamn save point in, I do apologise. But when I start doing the commentaries, it's like the final leg of the video, and because I'm trying to get these out as fast as I can, things like that do happen. Obviously if I was doing this for a website, or something that would actually get me some kind of monetary gain, or I was employed to do this, there would be no mistakes like that, because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to work. It's just, this is my hobby, this is me trying to get as much content onto YouTube as I can, so that I can build a nice channel and get a pretty big following of some decent stuff, basically. So when you go across here, you're going to spawn 2 of the slasher necromorphs in the black, so they're tougher, and they climb over that railing. So as soon as he turns up, chop his leg, chop his arm, and then take out his pal. And you see that guy just doesn't want to die. He took a beating, that dude. And just clean him up. And then once you've done that, you'll see the power supply that's behind that plate that says you can use stasis on it. So there you go, stamp it, pull the plate off, and that's the circuit board.
Great. I think I put wide the system to bypass the
And then travel all the way back. And then that's going to spawn that black puker, so take him out. And then the area below us now, where we saw the brown testicle things, if you go there and you go past all of those, you'll find what we're looking for. You'll find the power source that you have to put inside the big machine. So I use this green thing to kill the mines, because it fires very straight and it fires fast and it seems to do more damage than the other stuff, which is cool. But just be careful, because these things will kill you if you miss one, and it's so simple to do. And then pick this up and then go and place it in the machine, and as soon as you spawn this machine to start going and you turn the engine on, you're going to get rushed by a ton of necromorphs, and what you have to do is you basically have to defend until Ellie turns this vehicle around and you can get on the elevator and get on top of it. So it's a little standoff for about a good minute, and there's going to be the pack, so there's going to be the little kids with the knife fingers, there's going to be your normal necromorphs, there's going to probably be a couple of black necromorphs, and there's going to be some pukers. So put whatever gun you want to do on, and they come rushing down that ramp to my left, they come from behind you, they come from all sorts of places, and it's not too challenging. You see that guy's just spawned there, he's just climbed over the railing, and luckily enough my force gun knocked him on his ass, and there two of them spawn on my right, so just keep checking your back and spin around as soon as you can, because there's going to be the kids coming for you, and just keep checking your corners, checking your ass, and it's dead simple. Couple more of the pack here. Remember, they're a one-shot kill, so don't panic and go nuts on them. Another one's just spawned to my left. I've got to wait for that lift to fold out. And as soon as it folds out, get on it and you're done. Nice and simple.
Alrighty, let's see what this beast.
And that's the end of this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one where we take on the Digger of Doom. You take care now.